Hello my fellow trader or investor. Welcome to my channel. You're here because you've lost more than you were ready to, right? But let's be honest, if you were ready to lose something and it was honestly a good investment, you wouldn't be here. I've seen the data. You were not liquidated. Not officially. Just a minor error in the market making, in the market structure. A glitch. A coin itself is kind of exceptional. Probably a better explanation will be, it's not bad, but something happened. People were buying. Some held, some sold, some bled. And if you just long through this without stop loss, that's on you. If you bought it as an investment and it went against you, that's unfortunate. There's no real evidence about any sketchy selling. Most of those posts on Twitter are bullshit. Just people are toxic, and it's a normal thing, especially in some events like that. When people start crying, you will see a lot of stuff like that. And of course, since you lost something, you're probably hating them a lot. I want to start with one real thing. In fact, there was nothing, almost nothing has been sold on exchanges. Basically, if you take a look at the order flow and if you take at the volumes, after the dump, this is when volume picked up. So it was dumping without any huge money. Not like usually you do with some other coins or some stuff happens. In fact, if you take a look at order flow or volume candles or some stuff, whatever you use for volumes, you can see that dump was not significant in terms of money. Almost nobody made any money, but when actual liquidation started is when people were trying to catch the falling knife. And it's usually ultimately stupid. If we take a look at the order flow, you will see that in fact, people were just longing crazy at this bottom and they were just getting liquidated, and it kept continuing all over again. But what about algorithm, you wanna ask me? And I can tell you from the market maker's perspective, since I have this experience, I worked as a market maker. Algorithm doesn't care about your passive buys or sells. Algorithm is chasing those who are actively buying. So if you actively bought something, if you click market, then this is where price will go against. But I'm not talking about like $10 or $100, really big positions that are getting stopped out after. Or they might even have more buying power. This is when price goes completely nuts. And now you actually can see who is the real player and what does big player wants to do. And regarding mantra, price never stopped falling. And then more speculators stepped in and they lost more and they kept losing more. And right now they are still losing more. I just see right now order flow and I'm gonna show you. Okay guys, this is short explanation of what just happened to OAM mantra, and here you can see people were just buying, longing crazy without even taking profits or anything, only in couple moments, like right here. But look at that. But this is what is happening. Okay, here there was the first dump and you can see the amount of longs closed, like liquidated, is only like 4 million, okay, 5 million. Then people just decided to step in and they got liquidated more. Look at that. Look at that. It's just dump. It doesn't make any sense when you do that. People are trying to buy something like that. Yeah, they always get punished. Look, this is how many longs are closed, and you can see almost none of them were closed in profits. Maybe some of those, like these guys, they just opened 690k of mantra and they just exited here. And maybe they get lucky, but in this moment, especially on this block, I assume there's going to be further rejection. And here you can see, yeah, this is what happens. And in fact, nobody made money on that. What is this? It's just 5 million mantra. And what is this, guys? It's like almost 5 million mantra in 1 hour. I mean, in 30 minutes. It's like all you guys who lost it, this is what just happened. Look, nothing special happened here. Nobody dumped it. What? Who dumped it? What? 100,000 mantras for that? $400,000 or what? Nobody. Look, price was going against everyone. Their stop losses are here. Look at that, guys. I had it pre-marked and it's just all the liquidity here, and that. It's just a cascade drop. Nothing special happened here. And if you especially move to the 1 minute time frame, look where all liquidations are happening. This is where people are getting liquidated after everything. They're just trying to catch this falling knife and they just get liquidated and wrecked. Look, there is no volume in this thing. It was just dropping because some poor people were just losing some small amounts of money. There is nothing happened. And you just keep blaming team. Please use order flow. Order flow shows you exact information. And this is what actually happened on the market. Not like those guys were just dumping on everyone. No. So next time ask yourself, is it market or is it you? Thank you very much for your attention. Stay safe.